Angela and I are back here at FWDG for Carolina Women with our guest, Ella. What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about how to mix metals, so like mixing like gold and silver to create a balanced room setting.
All right, talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, so this is something kind of like we talked in the other segment. This is something that's kind of new to especially me, but I think even new to Angela too. And we've been doing some more research in the last week of like, how do you actually mix metals? Especially because I think for the most part, most people are very, like I said in the other segment, very linear.
Exactly.
Gold, 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 and this is all I need, and this is perfect.
Well, talk us through the vignette that you've created, because I think you've done an absolutely lovely job with it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I started off these tables here. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is brushed, right?
Yes.
Or antiqued.
Correct.
It's kind of a combination of both. And there's different, like Angela and I discovered, there's different sheens of metals.
Yes.
So
like
we have satin, chrome,
It's fun,
brushed,
isn't it?
antique.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
actually really cool. And once you look, I think once you look at a picture, she sent me a picture or a file of all of the metal accessories that we have. And once you see them all as a whole, I think it's a lot easier, because if you're only looking at one thing at a time, or say you're coming to the store and you're looking for one item, you go to a different store for a different item. It's very difficult to kind of put it all together in your head. But when you look at them like as a whole, it's really easy to see, oh, these are the certain items that I think are gonna go really good together.
What's really interesting about what you guys are even saying is I find that even with fabrics, and I think last time we were talking, you know, oftentimes you'll take a fabric and you'll look at it and you'll be like, I'm not sure I like the orange in this. Okay, and if you step back from it, it attracted you because the overall feeling and flavor was amazing. And I think with mixed metals, it's exactly like that.
Yes.
Especially in today's world, there are brush golds, rose golds, yellow golds, shiny golds.
I know, there's so many.
Right?
So we actually have some tips on how you can mix them, right? Because there are so many different kinds and different textures. So one of the things that you can do is you can mix match sheens.
Okay.
Right? So if you have like a chrome silver table, for example, you can have gold, right? You think, oh, I'd have to have all silver. You can have gold, but you'd want to go with like a shiny gold lamp, for example.
Got it.
It keeps both of them shiny. It's kind of like how you have a color palette.
Yes.
And it keeps all in the same color family, keeps all in the same sheen.
That's a great tip. I love takeaways. What else?
I think another thing too is having different, you don't want to have too many different types. But if you do have all gold, you can kind of disperse them, like disperse the type out just a little bit to have a little bit of variation. So when you look across the room, you don't see everything that looks exactly the same.
What do you guys think about this? One of the things I'm noticing in the vignette that you've created is a lot of texture. And that almost seems to make the metals look fabulous together. Talk to me a little bit about that. Is that something that you took into consideration?
Yeah, I think so, because I think the other thing is too is it even pulls out the details of, say, the rug or say the upholstery that you have in your living room. Is it really the texture of it, instead of just looking and seeing just one flat, what looks flat, you look and you see all the different textures being pulled out. And it actually,
a huge difference.
Yeah,
it does.
And it's actually really cool like that.
And I was going to say also, we recommend too with your upholstery, with matching the upholstery to your metals, warm neutrals are a great way to go. Or also you can do like bold colors, like a gray, like a vibrant gray, right? Or a vibrant purple. So, but warm neutrals keep, when you mix it with the metals, it keeps like an understated kind of like natural look. Yeah. And then if you mix the metals with bolder colors, bolder upholstery, then you're getting into glamorous. So it's depending on what kind of look you're going for.
Okay,
I'm a relaxed, like natural kind of look person.
And so that's sort of what you're presenting here, but what you're saying is if you had the purples and the blues, this would sort of glitz it up a little bit.
Exactly.
It's amazing. I never really thought about that with the metals, but it really makes a lot of sense. Well, if you haven't had a chance to come and take a walk through FWDG, you've got to do that. Every single time I come, I say this all the time. It looks completely different. And you all are working your magic and creating these wonderful vignettes, which really makes it easy to see how things are put together.
And it's so much easier too when you come into our store and you pick out all of your accessories while you're shopping for your room, because then you can see it all together. and we have free design service. So our design consultants will help you put everything together. So we recommend you do it all at once. It's easier down the line.
I love it. This is so great. Stay with us. There's a lot more to come here on Carolina Women.